Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jones. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Dalton. He finds his target, Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Going for the deep ball. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover.
Hey, check. Mike 50. Rip left.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? That'll be caught by Jordan Leggett, his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Hands up. We own it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now Rosen looking to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 40 now on second down. Rosen, he's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rosen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. They'll find Lindsey here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rosen to throw again. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. 3 bucks.
Dalton off play action. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Hands up, lead. Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down now, it's Jones. Oh, he breaks another. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
Hands up, ladies. Nice.
On first down, Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Hands up, lead. 50. Here we go. Mike 50. I'm here all day. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I got him.
Here's Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Mike's 50.
To throw here, Dalton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Rosen. Gets it to Meredith, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes, the pride of Winston-Salem State, coming in to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Tight end's right. 4 down, 4 down.
Now Rosen. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Rosen to the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Mike,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Andy Dalton. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Dalton now to pass. Snead's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Two minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Play action here with Dalton. He finds his target, Fuller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That's caught by Howard. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Andy Dalton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To Dalton now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gay's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rosen will throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they tie it on the last play of the 2nd quarter. Now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the posts? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we've got something good going here now, guys.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
And now it's Rosen looking. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Watch tight end.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
At the Bucs' 47-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 37.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Rosen. This is the tight end Fant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 23.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsay. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Rosen. And Robinson with a big catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Rosen. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll go again to Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
50 the mark. 50 the mark. Okay, double up.
Third and 2 for Dalton. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. I got it.
First and 10 for Dalton. He's got Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check, 47. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Dalton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
In your face.
To throw on third down, Dalton. And he finds Howard complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Mike 50. Hey, get away. Let's go, Mike 50.
Dalton. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Buccaneers 20, Broncos 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to try.
Now it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up on Levante David. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. All day.
To throw here, Dalton. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
On 1st down, Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Aaron Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Hayes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got some room at the 30. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Here's Rosen. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 3, check 3.
Rosen to throw. And it's caught. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Hey, alert, alert. Greystone, Travis.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And now it's Rosen looking. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey